Alright, so after Jack makes it to Neptune's bounty, he runs into a problem, which is a popular occurrence in this game. While traveling towards the submarine holding Atlas's wife Myra and son Patrick, he runs into a man named Peach Wilkins. Peach takes up residence in Fontaine Fisheries, a large part of Rapture where fish were caught and distributed, and a place for employment for many people, including Peach. Peach wants Jack to go and grab him a research camera and take pictures of spider splicers, the kind that run up the walls. If Jack does this, then Peach will allow him to pass through Fontaine Fisheries into the submarine. Jack completes the task, and once he gives the camera to Peach, Peach asks Jack to leave his weapons in the pneumo while he passes through. Jack does so, and while he is unarmed, Peach and splicers attack him. He defeats them using his plasmids and what little resources he can scrounge up, and kills Peach in the process. Jack picks up his gear and makes it to the submarine, but once he hits the switch to deploy it, Ryan sends in splicers to fight Atlas, who we can see struggling to open the submarine. Jack fights off more splicers and then gets down to the bottom level. As he approaches the submarine, Ryan sets off explosives and destroys it. Atlas is furious and distraught, says he needs us to go and kill Ryan now. New mission! Jack then makes his way to Arcadia, the garden area and source of oxygen for Rapture. Jack learns that Arcadia was built by a botanist named Julie Langford, who is still living and in her office above Arcadia. Ryan then sees Jack make his way through and smokes the trees, killing them. New mission! Jack now needs to save the trees so he doesn't die. Atlas says to find Julie Langford since she was able to create a vector that can restore the trees. It is called the Lazarus Vector. Jack makes his way to Julie's office to get the recipe for the vector, but before Jack can talk to Julie, Ryan traps her in her office and smokes her as well, killing her. While she is dying, she wipes the code of her safe onto the glass. In her safe is a recorded message to the formula for the vector: distilled water, honeybee spit, and chlorophyll. Jack then sets out to get these ingredients. He does so, creates the vector, sets it off, then has to wait for it to cook. While he's waiting, Ryan sends in a bunch of splicers to attempt once again to kill Jack. The vector cooks, deploys, then saves the trees. Jack gets through Arcadia, gets to the bathysphere to go to Fort Frolic, where he will find Ryan's office and kill him. Hello guys, and welcome back to Cast Plays Bioshock. This is episode 11, and we are in Fort Frolic. Let us continue.
You're almost there. The sphere to Ryan is up on ahead. Ryan's handed the keys to Fort Frolic over to a guy named Cohen. Cohen's an artist, says some. He's a Section 8, says I. I've seen all kinds of cutthroats, freaks, and hard cases in my life. But Cohen, he's a real lunatic. The guy's a whole psychopath.
Yep. We're gonna meet Sander Cohen. Sander Cohen. Yes. Electric gel. And why not make some trap bolts for the crossbow we don't currently have? What? No! Damn it! Ugh! That's annoying. Might as well use these. Let's head on to the bathysphere.
How much is that doggy in the doggy in the doggy in the...
Oh. Jeez. That was creepy.
That's better. Atlas Ryan. Atlas Ryan. Da 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 da. Time-wise, you could get something decent on the radio. The artist has a duty to seduce the ear and delight the spirit. So say goodbye to those two blowhards, and hello to an evening with Sander Cohen.
No, I haven't seen a sign of real life down here in months. Let's see.
if you're just another Johnny-come-lately, or maybe something more delicious.
All right.
I was just getting warmed up! Get it out!
Right there! Ow, 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 ow,
Oh, I could smell the malt vinegar in this one. I've waited so long for something tasty to come to this little burg that all that pass are yokels and roofs. Where are my manners? Come in! Come in! Sander Cohen awaits you at the Fleet Hall.
Creepy as hell. Crazy as hell. Yes.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
Welcome to Fort Frolic.
Great. Great.
No need to thank me for jamming the transmissions of those boors, Atlas and Ryan. Let them have their squabble. The artist, yes, the artist knows there is richer earth to till. For example, I test you, little moth, but for a reason. I test all my disciples. Some shine like galaxies, and some burn like a moth at the flame. Come now, into my home.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Actually. So this is about where I got on my second playthrough. There we go. Gimme, gimme.
Come back!
You won't lock us down, man. I used to love you. I used to think you're a musical genius. You know why? Because you paid my rent, you ancient hack. Come on to the record store. I'll show you what I think. Plinkety plink plink.
Yes. Mr. Sander Cohen was employed by Andrew Ryan. He was one of the first people to come to Rapture. He was the entertainer. He did very eccentric and different plays and his music. is... I like his music, actually. We can hear some of it later. I might actually... Hold on a second, viewers. Alright, I just upped the music a bit so we could hear it, because this is a very important musical part of the game. And that makes me think about the music in this game and how brilliant it is. Kind of continuing the sad sort of review. Oh, it didn't work a second time. That I was doing yesterday. Oh. Oh my god, I love this song.
Beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. My lover stands on golden I'm not a bad person.
My security needs the next thing I know, I'm called into Ryan's office to talk about the whole mess. Goddamn nut job artist.
It's hard beyond the dark, dear, beyond. I know beyond the doubt, my heart will leave you there soon. Beyond the shore, we'll kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea, and never again I'll go sing. I know beyond the doubt, my heart will lead me there soon. We'll meet, I know we'll meet beyond the shore. Kiss just as before. Happy we'll be beyond the sea.
I wanted to use this song for my intro and outro, but I couldn't find it. So I just went with the other one. The music in this game is goddamn brilliant. I want you to pay very close attention to the next. Jeez. This.
The Wild Bunny by Sander Cohen. I want to take the ears off, but I can't. I hop, and when I hop, I never get off the ground. It's my curse, my eternal curse. I want to take the ears off, but I can't. It's my curse. It's my fucking curse. I want to take the ears off. Please, take them off. Please.
Wacko. And he did all this. He would use plasmids to freeze and sculpt people. See how things went to hell with plasmids. I'm being directed. I have an arrow now. Oh.
Stood up again. Second time this week. Ever since my face was... Well, Steinman worked on me, but it was never the same since the blast. Being alone so much gives a girl time to think. Who could hate me so much they'd ruin me like this? What did I do to them? You know, I keep thinking of all them bandits and terrorists Ryan's got locked up in Palo Square, and I get so mad. Sometimes I can hardly breathe. If I could only confront them, tell them what they did to me, how they're ruining everything for me, for Rapture, maybe I feel better.
Okay, hold on. Oh crap. Hacking is getting really difficult. I gotta say. I gotta say that took me a few... It took me longer than I'm proud to say. Longer than I'd like to admit. To figure out you gotta call the frickin' elevator. Excuse me.
Don't run! We were just... Mr. Cohen. Silence! Allegro.
I could just sit here and listen to this piano. I love this song. Oh, it's so good. On the soundtrack, it's amazing. I won't bore you with it, though, if you're not into that.
Da 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 da! Presto, presto! No, no!
I'm trying! Please!
Once again, young Fitzpatrick.
Oh, Cohen, you sick fuck! Let me out of there!
No, no. Life. Death. The burden of the artist is to capture. See young Fitzpatrick here on the stage. Use your camera. Take him as he is now, so I may remember him. And now
Sick.
you've got Fitzpatrick caught in his moment of glory. It seems you've got the eye of the shutterbug, little moth. Now, head to the atrium and place his photograph in my masterpiece. And so our collaboration commences.
Sick, sick, sick. Oh, really? Parkour onto there. Okay. Yes! A staple in the HackSmart line of gene tonics. Alarm Expert uses your body's electrochemical composition to diffuse circuitry alarms in secure systems. Try it today. I need
What an outstanding
plasmids.
display of athleticism.
Funny. Oh, balls. Where are you? Come here. You just die. Hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. My brother needed to get his power cord, cause mine's broken for my Mac. I've been borrowing his. Yeah. Okay. What are we doing? Open sesame. Nothing. Never searched in these before. Yay! Or I could just jump.
If you keep doing this, I'm gonna scream!
God. Richard. Screw you.
Come here and say that to my face, you slime!
Use your own canvas, one you paint with the blood of a man I once loved. Yes, I'll send you. But first, you must be part of my masterpiece. Go to the atrium. Hurry now. My muse is a fickle bitch with a very short attention span.
Yay.
Regarding your review of Anna Culpepper's latest musical insult, of all the worthy artists in Rapture, why you continue to devote common inches to this musical gremlin is beyond my imagination. Where she's not primitive, she's good. Where she's not boring, she's obvious. Where she's not obvious, she's dangerous.
Could you possibly think I would meet with my public now, when I'm preparing? Unbelievable.
I don't know how to get this open. I'm sorry. What should we talk about? I'm already, like, almost done with the episode, but I haven't been talking about much.
You ruined me!
You? Shut up.
Come here and say that to my face, you slime!
Go away. I'm busy. Doing this psychopath's work.
Do you see it? When I am dust, this is what they'll point to. My quad tick. My masterpiece. Go ahead. Don't be afraid. Touch it.
Voice actor for this is so brilliant. Come on.
Yeah, and there's its captain, freed of his own kinks and defects. And here's the glorious news. This is just the moment of conception. Out in this place, there are 3 men, all former disciples of mine, all connected by a common thread, betrayal. Find them, and immortalize their mortality in my quad tick. Go. Once they've been sent to their reward, you shall go to yours. Add to Ryan.
I'm sorry, guys. This is glitching. It usually shows the picture you just took. Maybe on the next one it'll work. So I got to go kill and take pictures of 3 men who were a part of Cohen's little group. They partied together and did things, and now Cohen wants them dead. So we...
The door to Poseidon Plaza is now open to
Ugh. Creepy, creepy, creepy. And now we have a crossbow. Yeah. Cool. So let us go take care of...
Draw back the curtain.
Yeah. Oh, I have a lot of money. I can't get any Eve here, so let us adorn this, since we will be dealing with ice. And let us go.
I can see your breath.
Jeez.
You think you're gonna finish me in here, you old fruit? You're the saps you tossed in this meat locker, all panicked like rabbits. I just watched and waited. And when they started to kick, I started to scavenge. Made myself a little splicer cocktail I did. You can't come in from the cold. And you gotta grow ice over your heart. And the Iceman cometh, Sander baby. The Iceman fucking cometh.
That always gets to me. That's really stinking. Hey there.
Guess the old grape finally sent someone. Son of a bitch left me to freeze. Oh, I've got a pose all picked out for you.
God. Really creepy. Especially with headphones. Just preemptively striking. Making sure none of them come to life. There he is. I see sparkly.
What did you say to me?
Oh, balls.
So well.
Get any more? No, let's continue. Music! Music!
This one.
Come here, come here, come here. Oh, there we go.
That was bracing. Take a photo of him and place it in the quad tape. I'm feeling full, like an expectant mama. Now put the picture in the frame. Let's see what we've got here.
Leave your foes out in the cold with frozen field. Sure. There's lots of things. I think the music in this game is really atmospheric and works well.
I'm really cross when you're alone. I just want some company.
Big Daddy! I need Eve really badly. Jeez, he's pissed. It's not working!
Never stomach doubters.
Let's take him on. That was quick. He looks weird. I guess they have different, types of Big Daddies around. I love these exploding bugs.
Ready for dream time, Mr. Lee. Look.
Why? The controls aren't being very responsive. It's weird and annoying.
I'm ready for dream time.
That really? There we go.
Mr. Bubbles. What? No. Thank you, Mister.
Dark, you light a candle.
Thank you.
You have saved the little ones when you might have shown your cruelty. I am sending something your way to demonstrate our fight.
Yes. And there's the Gatherer's Garden right there. Oh, wow. One of the Hacksmart's more popular offerings, Safecracker lets you into places that they want to keep you out of. Splice it now and get hacking. I'm gonna have to look at my gene bank. Oh, yes. Plasmid slots. Definitely. Telekinesis, security bullseye. Telekinesis. We've seen this before.
Throw objects at foes. You can even catch grenades and throw them back. Health upgrade. Eve upgrade. I am very satisfied.
I can control myself. I can.
There's another one? Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me in this episode. Hopefully by the next one that'll be fixed and you can actually see the pictures. Yeah, we met Sander Cohen. Crazy. Crazy. Cohen's collection of fine art. Alright, thank you for joining me. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.